ears are starting to get that itch again. The weather's cooling down. Most of the leaves have already fallen. My snot is sticking to my face. Christmas is ramping up right around the corner, and Danny's World fans are starting to get antsy. Today we talk about Bobbit and Ginger changes coming, more collabs coming to Danny's World, and some, well, interesting facts. I thought we'd start off with a meme today that literally blew up on Reddit, with Mr. Banana Man asking, is this true? So it's Dial Timesley's card, and on the left, you know, it's the original elevator card. It's the Time's Up card, where you go to essentially Dial's boss fight floor, and if you beat it, you get plus 50 stamina. But that's not how Mr. Banana Man sees it. Banana Man says you have a 95% chance of losing or losing half of your team, which if you're doing a public run, I think you could make that 99%. The top comment is, not only that, but it's a great place to be accused of griefing because you just happen to be in the same corridor as a person who just died to Dial. So facts. Actually, so facts. What I see. Free Iker and less problematic oh, come on, man. You play Danny's World. Joins a normal run. Gets to floor 17 with 7 people still alive. W team. Honestly, that never happens for me. Are you kidding? Dial card shows up. Everyone picks it except for you. Insert 6 death sounds here. Cry. No, this is actually so base. Regardless, that was just a fun little meme. Let's move on to a really peculiar fact. Did you know that apparently Pebble is heavier than coal? Right, so you're trying to tell me that this cute little pet rock is somehow heavier than this giant freaking boulder? All right, hold on. Explain this to me. This is because the density of a normal pebble and coal. Coal is less dense than a pebble slash rock, and therefore coal is lighter. I like this headcanon. Okay, so it's a headcanon, it's not confirmed, but essentially, pebble is denser than that of coal. What's funny though is in this image, Bobbet's struggling to pick up coal, and then someone sent this meme saying Dandy must be super strong then, and it's just Dandy throwing up the pebble. Once again though, this is a headcanon, which is just a little bit of lore. Moving on with that, we got something that's really interesting, but the source is just trust me, bro. Player 82812 says, a little bit of news from Quell. She's in the background. So wait, where? I don't know what this is just a meme. This is like a VR chat meme. Either way, the news is we will get more collabs after the Care Bear collab with Danny's World. She said she will look out for possible collaboration candidates. And with that being said, so many people immediately flood the comments saying how it's gonna be a collab with Forsaken. As Basil, who's one of the developers of Forsaken themselves, said that they wouldn't mind a collab with Danny's World in the future at all, or Quell. And Quell herself is actually an avid Forsaken player, so everyone believes that the collab is going to be Forsaken. With, keep in mind, a new Forsaken character added to Forsaken called Veronica. With this character now being in Forsaken, the probability of there being a V skin on Veronica inside of Forsaken is so astronomically high. With the same parable being that V could easily get a Veronica skin as well. Either way, I didn't see the actual sighting of Danny's World wanting to do more collabs, but we know she does. I think I have talked about it in the past before, and with CG5 coming in, and with the Care Bears coming in, it really only makes sense. But we did talk about what collabs you would want to see in the future in a different video. Still, comment down below what you would like to see the most. With the most popular one being Sanrio, or rather, Hello Kitty. Moving on from that, so many people had a field day with me in the comment section the other day after talking about the Astro plushie and the argument I made about Blot. Guys, that was seriously just for devil's advocate. Regardless, this guy says, imagine if Astro turning Twisted is actually making him hardly change because he turned due to everything affecting him emotionally and mentally. So of course hardly anything would change on the outside because it's hitting on the inside, with the argument once again being that he didn't just randomly spout out 4 new arms. But holy cow, that art looks so good. Alright, that's the last time we talk about Astro forearms, I swear. But with the idea of Christmas swirling around the corner, there's a lot of questions that people are asking. For example, are we going to be getting all of the same exact Christmas characters? Is the event going to be exactly the same? What's going to be added? What's going to be new? There's so many questions. For example, Shadowed Ghost, he gets upset when people say you're not allowed to buy Bobette in the Christmas update because she's dedicated to players that had only first came out. I think his argument is that the first year Danish World characters are going to gatekeep Bobette, and if you didn't play the first year, you can't get Bobette. And I think we're on the same page, but that's just ridiculous. But it seems more so fear that maybe these characters aren't going to get added back at all, where people who didn't join during Christmas should obviously be able to have the opportunity to get Bobette, which I agree. It's not as if Delilah gatekeeps all the Christmas tunes from the public once they release and replace them. That would be very costly from a business aspect. Regardless, though, I just thought that was an interesting thought that I wanted to bring up. And we're going to get to more about the Christmas update, or rather Bobette and Ginger, in a bit. But first, I was sent this unsolicitedly on Discord, and someone says, they literally tagged me and they said, hopeless, you could never. So I'm curious what I could possibly never do. Let's check this out. Oh my... Wait a minute. Yo, are you guys looking at their floors? Floor 258, floor 260, floor 500? That's actually insane, bro. Nah, you guys see this? These guys are getting to floor 600. What is your playtime? What is your playtime? What's next? Bro, what? Dude, comments on this post being like, back when floor 20 plus was far. Anyone else remember when floor 50 was a world record? But this was made by Little Tootsie Bell. And yeah, whoever tagged me in this, yeah, I could never. Major respect. Holy cow. All right, guys, they took me on TikTok. Let's try again. They got one TikTok today. One horse open, say. So, I think, yeah, dude, this is what I'm saying, bro. People are getting antsy for Christmas, bro. Christmas in Danish World hits different, man. I'm about to get nostalgia. It's actually hard for me to believe that I've played this game for so long. And once again, I just want to thank you, amazing people, for making it all possible. But then why did someone have to comment the best trinket combo ever? You make me want to smack somebody. Regardless, I wanted to talk about what wasn't used for Bobette, what could potentially happen to Bobette and Ginger, and then also speculations from other people. Regardless, did you know that Bobette's present actually used to look different? When Bobette's active ability Precious Packaging was used, the present that appears was originally going to have eyes on it. This could have probably meant for Bobette would physically turn into a present rather than boxing herself in. This was later changed to remove the eyes, probably to make it look like Bobette makes and hides in a package. Bobette physically turning into a present also probably wouldn't have made much sense lore-wise. So this is what it currently looks like. You know, she just like hides herself in a box, but I don't know. I kind of really like the idea that Bobette is the box. I don't know. This is kind of a fun little thing. I didn't know this until I started doing research today. But one other thing that's pretty cool about Bobette is this is what our current aura looks like. It's just a ring on the ground. But apparently, it was originally supposed to have a greenish aura to it, like this, where it looks like she's going freaking Super Saiyan. I don't know why they removed that. Probably, like, it was probably just too much, but man, I like the auras. Like, some of the auras that they've added on some of the new skins, like Frankensprout, for example. Like, dude, I think this looks awesome, man. Regardless, that's just not it that I want to talk about. I just thought you guys would like and find it interesting as well. But no, I saw this post by Sana, who said, "Oh yeah," where highlighted it says Bobette and Ginger abilities and stat adjustments, as in other things that are coming. And before I blindly trusted this, I needed to look for this myself, and I found it. So Qwelver has stated she plans to adjust Bobette and Ginger, though it is unknown how exactly Bobette will be reworked. Qwelver plans to rework Ginger's playstyle style due to her being too similar to Cosmos. It is also unknown whether Bobette and Ginger's stats, abilities, or both will be reworked. These reworks will be saved for the 2025 Christmas update, Well, ladies and gentlemen, I ran the math. I did the freaking numbers. That's gonna be next month. Now's the time we start to care about this, bro. For example, right here, this guy says, Formless says, what motivates you to think readjusting Ginger? Something in her stats. And Quote says, I think her playstyle could be a bit more unique, as most feedback I received is her being too similar to her cousin, Cosmo. Boys. So Quell's saying that she's too similar to Cosmo. So this isn't just gonna be a simple little stat change. No. This seems like it's gonna be a whole on different rework. I think we might see a new type of healer get added to the game. I think Ginger's gonna start healing in some kind of a different way. It is very interesting. And honestly, I'm really excited to see what that could potentially be. But based off that little blurb we just read, that means there's gonna be changes to Bobbette too. Quell said, I actually feel that both Ginger and Bobbette could use some adjustments, but I don't plan to adjust them until Christmas comes back around. I would like a lot of time to consider what to do with them to ensure that characters remain enjoyable while also becoming more usable. She doesn't plan to adjust them until Christmas comes back around. Guys, it's that time. Keep your eyes peeled. Put your speculations down below. How do you guys think Ginger and Bobbette are gonna get changed? This is legit. This is happening and it's kind of exciting. With that being said, the Halloween and Care Bears collab skins are leaving Dandy's World this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you have not gotten any of the Care Bear skins, they are not coming back as far as we are aware. Make sure you guys get them before they are gone. Same thing with the Halloween toons. If you don't have Gordy, Soul, Eclipse, or Rebecca, get them now if you want them. And if there's any skins that you haven't bought yet, get them now. Don't be disappointed. Do it now, baby. Regardless, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you later.